I'm David Volk, a voice of the resistance. Today's post, something from the way back machine. Top reasons why matzah is called the bread of affliction. I'm not kidding when I say it's a pain in the butt. Hey everybody, it's Passover, the holiday where we Jews celebrate our being freed from slavery in Egypt. Now how do we do this? Do we dance and have food festivals like people who recall Juneteenth and the Emancipation Proclamation? Do we recall it modestly with 2 minutes of silence like Europeans recall Armistice Day? No. We do it by having a long dinner that celebrates our freedom and spend the rest of the week eating matzah and matzah-based products while excluding celebratory foods like beer and cake. For those of you who didn't know, we Jews eat the flat, unleavened, unflavored breads that look like particle board or a failed attempt at Braille because our ancient forefathers and mothers were ejected from Egypt during prime bread baking time and didn't have enough time for their bread to rise and had to take it with them. Probably because there weren't any AM/PMs or Wawas in the desert. In the years since, those flat cracker-like cakes have become known as the bread of affliction, and not just because of its affiliation with slavery. Oh no, there are other reasons it's called the bread of affliction, including 1. It shortens our lunch hours. This happens when people see us eating matzah and keep asking what the hell it is that we're actually eating. Once we explain, they call over their friends to show it to them and ask us to tell the story again. This can go on for upwards of an hour or several hours. 2. It's tasteless. And most of the good stuff you would prefer to put on it is not kosher for Passover anyways. You know, like regular cold cuts, bread, and ham. 3. It's expensive. A pack of 5 boxes can easily cost upwards of $25. This isn't Dave's Killer Bread we're talking about either. Come to think of it, even kosher for Passover food is expensive. Kosher for Passover mustard, mayo, or ketchup can go for about $7. Little yogurts sell for around $8, and we considered ourselves lucky to get a pound of butter for $9.99. And we can't exactly call it highway robbery since the sale usually occurs in a grocery store. Number 4, you always run out. No matter how many boxes you get, you always end up running out around the 5th day when you can't really say you're going to tough it out because it's part of everything you eat during the holiday. So you have to go out and buy it on the open market when it's at its most expensive. Think Ticketmaster dynamic ticket pricing rather than the bargain rate you can get on day 7 or 8. Number 5. And then there's all that affliction stuff. As if all that weren't bad enough. If you eat too much of it, you end up getting constipation. Unless you eat lots of prunes. So, given the combination of bland food and dried fruit, it's basically a preview of old age. All of which has led me to wonder if the so-called binding of Isaac wasn't so much a reference to Abraham's tying up his son on an altar as it was a referral to his difficulty going to the bathroom during Passover. Regardless, I hope all of you Red Sea pedestrians out there had an easy bread fast. I've been David Volk, a voice of the resistance, albeit a strange and constipated one.